Hey guys, Max Weigand here. So I'm in a beautiful trails here in the woods in Switzerland, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video on how to get out of negative states. Because it's so easy, right, to get caught up in negative thinking and negative emotions, and I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I just don't feel good today, or I'm sad for whatever reason it is, right? It's so easy to be negative because our brain is wired for negativity. It's wired to, getting these negative states because that's what it used to protect you, right? But really, all the juice of life and, the ability to chase your long-term goals comes from being excited about life. And so, getting out of these states, it starts with awareness. It starts off with, realizing that there's a space between you and your awareness, your consciousness, and the thoughts that your brain just keeps spitting at you all day long. Now, research has shown that on average, we think about 60,000 thoughts every day. And not every one of them is consciously, you don't consciously think of, like, this is what I want to think about. But it's rather your brain's like wiring, right? It's your every experience you've ever had gets wired in your brain. And your brain just kind of keeps repeating those loops. It keeps running the same mental loops over and over again. That's why you keep thinking to yourself, like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not, capable of this, I'm lazy, I'm, not happy, whatever it is. And you keep repeating these thoughts over and over and over again without even consciously being aware of it. So first thing you gotta do is you gotta become aware of your negative self-talk, writing down, all the negative stuff that you're saying to yourself every day. And for most of us, it's so much stuff. Research has shown that 80% or so of our thoughts every day about ourselves are negative. They're focused on, I'm not good enough. They're focused on, I didn't achieve this. They're focused on fears and all of these things. So writing down, first of all, what is all the negative stuff you're saying to yourself every day? And then it's about creating a pattern interrupt. Because it's so hard to engage in this mental war, going back and forth between, yes, I am good enough. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. When you're still running in that negative loop. And so you want to interrupt the loop before you replace it with something positive. So interrupting the loop, pattern interrupt. For me, what I usually do is I do something crazy physically. So I jump up and down, I beat my chest like a gorilla, or maybe, I just get on the floor and do 10 push-ups, right? Whatever it is. Sometimes it's just, visualizing a stop sign. If, you can do something physically after, if you're around people, whatever, just, visualizing a stop sign, saying to yourself, like, stop it, right? And then replacing the negative with a positive. You can't just think about nothing, right? You have to replace it with something. And so ideally you replace it with the opposite, right? So if you're saying, oh, I'm not smart enough, whatever, it's like, yes, I can learn anything I want. I may not know it now, but I can learn this. I can, learn anything I want. I can become good at anything I set my mind to if I just practice enough. I am good enough. I love myself. I'm happy, whatever it is. And then running that loop over and over and over again. And it's not gonna happen overnight, but over time, as you practice this for days and weeks and months, it's gonna be easier to catch the negative voice inside of your head. It's gonna be easier to interrupt the pattern. It's gonna be easier to replace it with something positive until in the end, your brain just automatically comes up with the positive thoughts. For me, my brain's automatic now. Like every morning when I wake up, I'm like, I love myself. I'm happy. I'm excited because I've trained my brain over the last few years to continuously focus on that every single day. And so for me, it's easy now to think those thoughts because I've conditioned my mind. I've hardwired those thoughts in my brain. And so really, I just want to use this video to really remind you that the best way to get out of negative emotions is really interrupting the pattern, having something crazy, physically active ideally, to get you out of that state, and then to replace it with something positive.